Um, Alright, so today I went to Kobe to meet up with my friend Alex, and honestly the coolest thing about Osaka is that Kyoto and Kobe are really, really close. And I know people are probably gonna think of beef when they think of Kobe, but it's like a city and it's really cool. Okay. I went to the Hyogo Prefectural Art Museum, and it was an art museum. And as somebody who worked in an art museum for months as a gallery attendant, it's a little bit difficult for me to go to art museums. I also have ADD, so it's hard for me to not want to just like swoop through the galleries. Right now they have a Velázquez exhibit at the museum, and it's all mostly paintings from the Prado, I believe, which is really cool. I was reading that Japan and Spain have a really good relationship when it comes to the sharing of artwork, and that it was sort of a big step for the Prado to decide to give that many paintings to Japan. I don't know, but the thing is, when I was in the Velázquez exhibit, I mean, it's good and it's interesting, but so the thing is that it's good art. It's technically amazing. Like, it's really, really impressive. But the thing is, there's nothing I haven't seen before. And I feel like a lot of people, I don't mean me, I mean most people, I never really look at a painting from the Renaissance or after sort of, I never really look at one of those paintings and think, wow, this is really changing how I view artwork. And that's why I tend to lean more towards contemporary art. You know, contemporary art means more. I know, and just art history in general is so westernized that it's honestly, you're just following one single timeline throughout history when there's a much richer history of artwork that could be explored. The one exhibit I really enjoyed was called A Dog Worthy of Touching, and it was by Nakahashi Katsushige. And so it's part of the Hyogo Prefectural Museum's Form and Art Perceiving with the Hand exhibit, or running exhibit. So basically every year they have a different artist come in and create a tactile exhibit. So this was a bunch of statues of dogs, and the story was that the artist had tried to create sculptures of his dogs, and they looked similar, but they didn't feel right. They didn't feel like the dogs. So Katsushige decided that he was going to try and sculpt these blind, and they actually give you blindfolds, and you get to touch the work and sort of feel the way that it was created, and it was really amazing. I know to some people it might sound kind of gimmicky, but I'm really drawn to those sort of different museum experiences, because museums can just get so repetitive, honestly. So we went to Chinatown, and then after that we went to the small sort of gay district that Kobe has, or at least we went to one gay bar. And it was enjoyable because Alex was conversing with the Japanese bartenders, and I was able to listen, because hearing native Japanese speakers talk to native Japanese speakers, it's very hard to sort of understand anything that they're saying, but hearing Alex talk, we discussed, it kind of gave me a bridge to be able to understand the conversation. And I really enjoyed it. I had a really great day. I'm excited to go to Kobe again in the future. I did not actually try Kobe beef, but of course I have to. Kobe is so close. Also, I'm thinking about doing some videos on topics that pertain to me. Like, I want to talk more about being LGBT in Japan, and that from a foreigner's perspective, because I know there's a lot of people who come here on like the JET program, and we come here because we want to teach English and we want to expand globalization, but Japan's sort of queer community is very different from America's, and I want to give those resources to other queer people who are maybe interested in coming to Japan. And maybe that's not my place, so I guess let me know what you think, but I plan on doing a video about the history of the Takarazuka Review, as well as one about Fujoshi,